Hey y'all, it's your fave Aquarian mystic. I am back and I am here to pull some cards for today. Happy weekend, y'all. I'm happy it's the weekend. We're here to go ahead and go over a channeled message. I'm gonna go ahead and use some tarot cards. This is man, I'm trying to remember the name of this deck. This is the okay. This is the this is the Mystic Mondays tarot deck. The intention is for the greater good of humanity. And these are readings for anyone this is for all Aquarius placements, and anybody who cares to listen to the message. You know, if it resonates, it resonates. What can I say? Alrighty, so we have Queen of Pentacles. Love that. We love the Queen of Pentacles around here. Six of Swords. And Seven of Wands. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't often get these cards, so let's learn together, okay? Isn't that bad? I feel like it's not bad, though. Let me reframe that for everybody here. It's not bad to not know. We have to treat it as a learning opportunity. And I had a little book. I had the Mystic Mondays book, and now I've misplaced it. So what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and look it up, y'all. That's what we do. These are the investigative resources that you have to have. So let's look up these swords cards. Oh my gosh. Do you guys have a favorite app for tarot cards? My favorite one is Trusted Tarot. That one's my favorite. Not sponsored, y'all. Not sponsored. But I like it because it is just, it helps out so much, and they have like all the cards, so we can go ahead and look at them. And they have them sorted by section. So let's see. Six of Swords. Man, I usually end up getting like 10 of Swords. But usually like 10 of Swords can mean something good. 10 of Swords can mean pretty transformative things will happen, but that's not this. Six of Swords, and they're upright, so let's see. Six of Swords, your mental focus can put you on track to leave your current troubles behind, leading to better times ahead. It is important to face your problems from a mental standpoint, thinking through them. There is still trouble ahead for you, but the worst is over. That is awesome. Okay, and then they have key meanings, right? So we're learning here. Key meanings means Six of Swords usually stands for a better future, challenges, focus. Which focus? We've been talking about focusing for the past couple days. Like, this is a card that really resonates. Harmony, journey, transition. So that really makes a lot of sense to me. Wow, I like that. So let's look up Seven of Wands, and then we'll go deeper into what this is looking like all together. Seven. Let's see. 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Don't the young people love that joke or something? All right. 7 of Wands. Oh, 7 of Wands. See, it would help if I had my glasses on, but I definitely don't. Aquarius, do you do that? Let me know. Do you always never wear your glasses unless you're driving? Let's see. 7 of Wands. Okay, so wands in general, before I even get into it, 7 of Wands in general, wands typically represent creativity, art, like things like that, like in general, like how hype you are to create, in my opinion. I'm not an expert. This is all for fun and games, but still the intention for the greater good of humanity is pertinent. All right, let's see. 7 of Wands. Well, let's interpret it before we even look up anything on Trusted Tarot. Seven of Wands to me, honestly, she looks very much like she looks like she's fighting. That's why I was so concerned to begin with. The background's red. I know it's hard to see. It's a little sunny here. Let me change the color of this one. Maybe if we just... it has to be good enough. But what we have here right now is this woman. She's holding a wand and she's kind of like, her hair's in the air. She kind of looks really tough. Like she's not giving weak at all. Look at her power stance. And then here it looks like she's got like, I guess that would be 6 people kind of going up against her. Excuse me. 7 of Wands. I'm kind of getting that like there's a creative attack. Like that's what that's giving. It's giving this woman, but it doesn't have to be a woman. Take it if it resonates, and it's not gender specific at all. But this person is fighting for their creativity, which honestly Aquarius would relate to that. Am I being real? I think I am. Let's see what Trusted Tarot has to say. Because we love learning, you know? Wands, 7 of Wands. It says, you almost certainly have great reserves of courage and the perseverance to see yourself through difficult times. You may not be aware you possess these qualities, but you will find yourself needing them soon. Oh my. Expect conflicts, possibly small. Hey, I love that. We are tough. We can definitely handle a small conflict, Aquarius. Let's be brave, because we are. But more likely significant. It is not certain where they will arise, but there is no doubt you possess the ability to overcome your adversaries. That is so real. That is so real. We definitely hold the power to overcome our adversaries. Like, let's be so honest. Like, I love to kill them with kindness. Like, what are they gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, let's not go down that road of energy because, like, but kill them with kindness. What are people gonna say to you? Like, not that you're gonna say that to someone, like, what are you gonna say to me? But, like, in your own head, you know, in your own thoughts where you process things and you don't say them, your own inner mind, you know that what are people gonna do if you don't care? Like, I'm serious. What are they gonna do if you don't care? I know, like, trust me, it's taken a really long time for me to get to, like, the point of laughing about this. And I'm joyous because I know that, like, there are going to be people that look at you like you're crazy because you have that creativity in your heart and soul, and you're just not afraid to show it. And, like, people hate that sometimes, and it's because they don't have the same courage. They don't. And that's what's so unique about Aquarius placements, honestly. I think that we always have this, like, spontaneous creativity to us. No one knows what we're gonna do next. Like, it's so awesome. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there are any questions that we should be asking. Queen of Pentacles. That's giving money, which is not a surprise. Like, it shouldn't be a surprise if you're in Aquarius. You probably got that money. Or you've saved that money. Or you're working on it. Or the universe already has that in mind for you. You just have to keep working at your goals. And never give up, because that's where you lose the money, you know? got to keep working and doing more. And like, it sucks to be a little bit tired. It really does. But if you start doing more things that you like, then it'll begin to energize you so you don't feel so like, why am I doing all this work? Because if it's your work, your personal work, your artwork, your writing, I don't know, a skill, like maybe you want to play violin. You know, they have violins online and they're like silent, so you could put earbuds in and play them. Or you could do it audibly, but like, isn't that cool? That way you don't have to disturb your neighbors and you still learn a new skill. Not that you should be like so worried about that. Maybe your neighbors would like that if you played for an hour in the morning. I don't know. It really is a matter of perspective, you know? If you view everything positively, or at least you try to, or you make that a habit, it will grow over time and you will begin to see the world differently. So, never feel bad for being yourself. Let's pull more cards here. Let's do the tree magic. I love these tree magic cards. They're so thoughtful. Like, you really think about them after a while because you're just like, dang, did they say all that? Did they say all that to us? Let's see. I bet one. Ugh, that's so sad. I hate when I bend a tarot card, but honestly, it kind of gives it more character. Oh, that's a lot, but let's take it. It's what the universe gave us, and we are here, and we are deep thinkers. Maybe it'll give us some more clarity on what the heck is going on with these cards, you know? Alrighty. Palm tree, success. See, to me, all that does is just clarify, like, we're definitely making the money. We just have to keep working at it. And that means making time for yourself. And that means following the past readings where we talk about not feeling bad about, you know, having boundaries or just hanging out by yourself. Solitude is important. Transformation. I'll read this one, success, because I love it. It's the palm tree. I love palm trees. Have you ever sat at the beach and listened to the palm trees? Oh my. Oh my. It'll change your whole perspective. The tree of paradise bears the fruit of eternal wisdom and light, but it is hidden, so difficult to find. To me, what this clarifies and what Spirit is telling me to communicate is that wisdom and light is what Aquarius holds within them. And it is difficult to find. And there's going to be people like this, that they look at you for whatever reason and your creativity, and they go, mine's better. I don't want to collab. I couldn't even dream about collabing with you, because that's their heart. But you can't let that change your goals. You can't let that change the fact that you will collab and you want to collab. There's always going to be people that have that mindset where they think like, oh, I'm just so much better and it's my way or the highway. And that's not where the magic happens. That's never where the magic happens, because that is where you end up stagnant. Okay, why are we doing it the same way that Billy Joe wanted to do it? And he's been doing this for like 55 years, and he doesn't even want to change the color of the marker he uses to write on the bulletin board. Doesn't that sound like stagnancy to you? Okay. I'm getting intense. I have to lighten the mood a little bit. Let's shake the not lava lamp. The not lava lamp. Let's move on to transformation. Transformation. The hawthorn is the equalizer of fortunes. What is extreme must change to its opposite. Transformation. The hawthorn tree. 47. I like saying the numbers on these. 1847. That's what we got so far. Yeah, I mean, What is extreme must change to its opposite? I feel like that's so direct, like it's hard to expand on, but I'm gonna do it anyways because that's what we do. We yap here, y'all. We yap here for the greater good of all humanity. Okay, but maybe people, Aquarius, there's people like this, and you have to kill them with kindness. That's all you could flip and flop and do. I'm serious. You just have to move forward and be yourself, and if people just don't get that, it's okay. You didn't okay, a good example that I'm getting right now is you don't even have to be married, but this is a good example. Imagine you're a person and you're married. Marriage is a ritual, by the way. So you're promising to be with another person forever because they make you better and whatnot, right? And it's a ritual. You have to go through steps and everything. If you don't care about the ritual and you betray it, you're going to get the opposite of the good fortune that you were trying to put into it. You know what I mean? And that, betraying it can be, so... It could be anything, too. Betraying a marriage, which is a ritual, could be even, falsely accusing your partner of doing something just to get out of the relationship. Take it if it resonates. I'm just saying what the universe is telling me to say. And spirit for the greater good of all humanity. But, I'm collecting my thoughts because I want to make sure I don't start laughing. Because it's how can you go into something, right? Expecting good, but putting only bad into it. Those are opposites. They're not going to mesh. And you're going to have to learn a lesson. Because you, essentially told the whole universe that you liked a person, but then you betrayed them. That's what I'm getting. If it doesn't resonate, maybe this isn't for you. Sorry. But it doesn't have to be a marriage. It can also be, a friendship. It could be anything. It could be, your brother. I don't know, your brother. Ew! Let me give you a different example. So, let's say that you and your brother, have a terrible relationship, right? And you're I want it to be better. I want it to be better. But every single time you see your brother, you, pitch a fit or something. Why, you cannot do the opposite of what you want towards another person and then expect to get what you need. Hope that makes sense. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. At all. I'm just taking what I'm getting. But you can't go into something and expect it to be the worst when it's meant to be something good. You feel me? You can't... That's like winning an award and then going to the award show and then being I'm so annoyed that they picked me to be the winner of the award. Ugh. And then you go up there with that energy and then everyone's like, that guy's a loser. Why did we even give him the award? I'm coming up with so many different stories. Sorry, y'all. There's just different versions of this. What is extreme must change to its opposite. That's how you learn lessons. Hope it makes sense. Okay, let's move on. 24, the juniper tree. Security. Protective powers guard against harm and bring victory through bravery. So have you ever had something happen and you just couldn't explain it? Have you ever had something happen where you couldn't explain how it's possible? and you think to yourself, is this like an ancestor, or like, is this like, what is happening? Basically, your ancestors are the protective powers that guard you against harm, and your familiars, and they bring victory through bravery. You have to be brave. If you don't believe that you're safe, then how are you ever going to be safe? Like this, okay, back to the Seven of Wands, this card. Back to the Seven of Wands, y'all. When it comes to the Seven of Wands, how, like, she knows she's safe. Like, look at her. She's got a power stance. You have to know you're safe. And you have to know that your ancestors got you like that. Lastly, we have the pine tree. It says, the light of love cannot be extinguished from the heart or soul because the light is eternal. 30. The pine tree, eternal love. So that is a very good one to end this on, honestly. The light of love cannot be extinguished from the heart or soul because the light is eternal. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about marriage. People go through hard times and you have to learn how to give grace and whatnot. And everyone's relationships are different, and you can never compare yourself to another person when it comes to those types of things. And if you do, you are setting yourself up for failure, because no two relationships will ever be the same, because no two humans are the same. And you have to work on your light. This one turned off, y'all. It turned off because it's tired, because it's the weekend, because its battery's dead. But, the light in your soul can't be extinguished as long as you don't let anybody do that to you. And it's possible to just put up boundaries. And that's something that people feel so bad about. Don't feel bad about it. Literally don't feel bad about it. Putting up boundaries feels terrible when you go through like a really hard time as a child. But the more you do it, like, the more awesome you feel. You feel like, ooh, I'm that tough baddie. And you don't have to be a boy or a girl or whatever. Like, you can just feel like a baddie. You can make yourself that baddie in your mind. Like, who cares? You gotta act like you're that girl or that guy to get through, Aquarius. Seriously. In order to share your light, you have to rest and everything. And nobody can take it from you. That's what this card is reminding us. You cannot take the light from the heart or soul, because the light is eternal. How do you make it eternal, Aquarius? You make it eternal by leaving your mark, by doing your work, by making people happy, by being selfless as much as you can handle, and then retreating, and then taking your energy back, and then taking the time for you, because you have to have boundaries. There's always going to be these fools looking at you. And I wish the Fool card would fly out right now out of nowhere. I'm just kidding. That's crazy. That would actually probably make me think that there was a ghost up in here. But that's what I got, y'all. Love y'all. Hope you have a good weekend.